So good morning, class. This is our first online session with my online session with your section. And I'm going to start the chapter structure of atom. Again, structure of atom. This is your fourth chapter. Okay, this is your fourth chapter, structure of atom. Board is clear? Deepshika is writing board is not visible properly. Is it for all of you? This problem all of you are facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, it won't be like your class, like your usual class, it won't be. But we have to manage anyhow. Structure of atom. In this chapter, we are going to read about what? Structure of the atom. So for this structure of atom, the first structure which was given was by J.J. Thomson. First structure was given by whom? By J.J. Thomson. His structure is known as what? Plum pudding model. क्या बोला जाता है? Plum pudding model. So why his structure of an atom is called plum pudding? J.J. Thomson's plum pudding model of an atom. Why it is called plum pudding model of an atom? Or his model of an atom is also compared with what? Compared with watermelon. Okay, his structure of atom is also compared to what? Compared with watermelon. Now, what is the reason that his structure is being compared with the watermelon? We'll see. He said, atom is like what? Atom is like a sphere. Atom is like what? Is like a sphere where the entire sphere is made up of what? Is made up of proton. Is made up of what? Proton. Proton है क्या? Positively charged particle. What is proton? Proton is positively charged particle. And then he said that in this sphere of positive charge, negatively charged electrons are just scattered. First statement क्या था? All of you are having a book with you. Everyone is having book with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
के पास है? नहीं है तो जल्दी लेकर के बैठिए. Sit with your book. Sit with your book and open your Thomson's model of an atom. All of you have opened the model of an atom. So he said,
Yes, ma'am.
that entire sphere, this entire sphere is made up of what? Is made up of positively charged particle. And what is that positively charged particle? That positively charged
Proton.
particle is proton. And what is proton? Proton is positively charged. So entire sphere is made up of positive charge and negatively charged electrons are just embedded in it. Negatively charged electrons. Electrons क्या है? What is electron? What is electron? Tell me.
Negatively charged
Particles.
Electron is negatively charged particle. So negatively charged particle electron is embedded in the positively charged sphere. Now, when he said that entire sphere is positive charge and negative charge electrons are scattered, so that will mean that maybe possibility is there that proton will be more than that of electron. Do you think or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think or not that proton will be more than that of electron?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
in the second point, he said that the charges are equal in magnitude. है ना वहां पे लाइन दिया हुआ है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
The
Yes,
opposite
ma'am.
charges are equal in magnitude. So why he added this point? Why he added this point? Because atom is what? Atom is what? Atom is neutral. Atom क्या है? What is
Neutral.
atom? Neutral means what? It is not having any kind of charge on it. Atom is not having any kind of charge on it. So atom is said to be what? Neutral. But if the proton is more and electron is less, then what is going to happen? Atom is going to acquire the positive charge, whichever will be more, that charge it is going to take. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, na? So that's why he in the second point was added to make sure that atom is what? Atom is neutral. So जब भी आपसे whenever it will be asked to write on the Thomson's model of an atom, first point what you will give? Atom is like a sphere and the entire sphere is made up of what? Positively charged particles, that is
Positively charged.
proton.
Proton.
And electrons are
And
embedded in it. Electrons are embedded
Embedded in it.
in it. Okay, everyone? Okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next point, he said that the charges, opposite charges are equal in magnitude. So both these 2 points you have to write down. Both the 2 points you have to write. Any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let's
No, ma'am.
his model now. Why is it said that it is like what? It is like a watermelon. You have seen watermelon. All of you have seen watermelon. You might have eaten it also.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the edible part is the red part. The edible part of watermelon is red part.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
And in that edible part, you have seeds. You have seeds.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the edible part is proton. The edible part of the watermelon is proton, and the seeds are its electron. Okay. So his structure of an atom was just like watermelon, where he said that entire sphere is of proton. Like in watermelon, the red part is the majority, na? Red part is the majority.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Seeds are little bit lesser in number, but they are scattered. They are scattered.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cherries in the cake. Cherries in the cake. The base is of something else. Cake का जो base होता है, that is made up of flour, butter, ghee, and all. And cherries are scattered there.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Like the puddings, plum puddings. तो puddings में, खीर में, सेवई में, तो बेस तो ज्यादा होता है. जो भी बेस होता है वो ज्यादा होता है, and then you just add to it cashews and resins and all. But each time when you take the bite, you will get the resins and cashews in your mouth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So his
Yes, ma'am.
model of an atom was compared with watermelon, like the plums in the pudding, like the cherries in the cake. Why it was compared? I hope the thing is now clear to you.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So J.J. Thomson's model of an atom is clear.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
So what is
ma'am.
J.J. Thomson's model of an atom? Who will tell me? How many of you can tell me? Raise your hand. Let me see the hand. How many of you can tell me? बस इतने ही लोग बता सकते हैं. 11. 16. Ayush Kumar. Ayush Kumar, open your video. Where are you, Ayush? Ayush? Ayush is not here. This is very bad indisciplinary act. If the teacher is calling your name and you are not responding to me. Otherwise, I am going to remove you if you will not answer me. So who wants to answer? Mausam. I think Mausam is of 9E. Mausam?
Ma'am, it's Mashum, and I'm from 9F.
Masoom. Okay, sorry. Okay, Masoom, please tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, entire space is made up of positively charged particle, that is proton, and negatively charged.
Yes, of course, Sanskriti. 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 Sanskriti is not able to listen to me. So I hope J.J. Thomson's model of an atom is clear to one and all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But though he gave the model of an atom, but he was not able to justify his model. He was not able to justify his model till when the experiment of alpha particle was carried out by Rutherford. When Rutherford carried out the alpha particle scattering experiment, then his model was not justified. Let us see how it was not justified. Was not able to explain the stability of the atom. The second model which came after J.J. Thomson was Rutherford model of an atom. Rutherford model of an atom. कट रहा है. Okay. Rutherford model of an atom. So what Rutherford has done? Rutherford has taken gold foil. He took a gold foil. Gold foil is an atom. Gold is also an atom, class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Gold is an atom.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever we'll take any atom, whenever we will take any atom, then atom will be made up of what? Atom will be made.
Positively charged
Electron,
Electron and
positive
proton.
charge particle and negative charge particles.
Yes,
and
very
electrons
correct.
are embedded in it.
Yes, very good. Positively charged particle and negatively charged particle. So he assumed Thomson's model of an atom because Thomson's model of an atom was given earlier to him. So taking into consideration Thomson's model of an atom, he tried to pass somewhat positively charged rays. क्या पास करवा रहा था? Positively charged rays, which is called what? Alpha rays. Okay, he tried to pass some positively charged rays, that is called what? Alpha rays, which is similar to what? Helium ion.
Helium atom.
Which is similar to what? Helium ion. Okay. This positively charged rays was what? Similar to helium ion. So when he passed this positively charged alpha rays, he, in his mind was what? Thomson's model of an atom. That entire sphere is made up of positively charged particle. So when I will pass the rays through this atom, then what he supposed would be the observation? He supposed that the observation would be that most of the ray is going to what? Most of the ray is going to what? Repel back. ठीक है? रेस को क्या होना था?
repel back.
Why
Repel
they were
back.
supposed to repel? Because we know that like charges repel each other. You know now?
Yes, ma'am.
Like charges repel
Yes,
and
Yes,
unlike charges attract. Like charges repel and unlike charges attract. So it
Attract.
was supposed
Attract.
that the most of the ray is going to repel back because most of the sphere is made up of what? The entire sphere is made up of what? Positively charged particle.
Positively charged particles.
ठीक है? According to Thomson, Thomson has told that this sphere is made up of positively charged particles. So if the sphere is made up of positively charged particle and he is trying to pass positively charged rays, then obviously the observation should be that they are going to repel back. Okay, this was his assumption. ठीक है, ये क्या था? Assumption ये था. This was the assumption. But whatever was his assumption was not totally correct. It was not correct because when he passed the positively charged rays through the atom of gold, he found something else. Observation was something quite different. 3 words you have to take care of in the observation. ठीक है, ऑब्जर्वेशन में आपको 3 वर्ड का ध्यान रखना है. फर्स्ट है मोस्ट, सेकंड है सम, एंड थर्ड वन इज वेरी फ्यू. 3 words. What are the 3 words? Most, some, and very few. You have to remember this word, then only you will be able to answer the question. He passed the positively charged alpha rays through it, thinking that most of the rays are going to repel. Most of the rays are going to repel because when light charges are there, then there is what? There is what? What is there?
Repel.
Repulsion.
They repel back.
Repulsion. But totally opposite to that, most of the rays just passed straight through the foil.
Passed away.
Straight away. There was no repulsion. There was no repulsion. Instead, they just passed through the foil without showing any kind of deflection. Most of the rays passed straight through the gold foil. Okay, most of the rays pass straight through the gold foil without showing any kind of deflection. Some of the rays deflected through smaller angle. Some of them deflected through smaller angle. इसे ये पास हो गया, यहाँ पर ऐसे पास करके यहाँ डिफ्लेक्ट हो गया, यहाँ से पास होके इधर डिफ्लेक्ट हो गया. Some of them deflected through smaller angle and very few of them completely repel back. Very few. Third point क्या है? What is the third point? Very few of them completely repel back. Okay. So what was the observation? Observation should be that most of them what? Repel back. होना क्या चाहिए था? Most में क्या होना चाहिए था? According to
Repulsion.
Thomson's model, what should be the observation? What should be the observation?
Most of them.
Many of them
most of
should
the
get
rays should
repelled.
repel back.
Should repel back. But what was the observation?
Most of the
Very
rays
few.
pass straight
Most
through
of
the
the
gold.
rays passed.
Straight. Okay.
And very
Most of
few
them
of them
passed what?
completely
Straight. Second observation क्या था?
Some of the rays
they deflected
Some of them
through the
deflected through smaller.
Some of them deflected through what? A smaller angle. And very
Smaller
few of them
angles.
completely repelled back. Very few of them completely repel back. Now, observation is here. Now we should come to the conclusion. What should be the conclusion? Most of the rays pass straight through the foil means what? When anything is going to pass straight away. When anything is going to pass straight away. suppose I am taking this lamp. Okay, this is empty space. This is empty space now. If
Yes,
suppose
ma'am.
through this I want to pass anything, if I want to pass, then it will pass now. अगर मान लो इससे हम थ्रो करेंगे कोई चीज को, तो ये अगर एम्प्टी स्पेस है तो क्या होगा, ये सीधे सीधे निकल जाएगा. ये निकला ना.
Yes, ma'am.
This has just passed straight
Yes,
away.
ma'am.
But when it will strike this point, अगर ये इस point पे strike करेगा, then what is going to happen? What is going to happen?
Repel back.
It is going to repel back.
Repel back.
Since most of the space in an atom is not empty, most of the space, so most of the rays just pass straight away. What conclusion we draw from the first point?
Most of the space inside the atom is empty.
Empty. That's why the rays pass straight away. When this is going to pass, if I will throw like this, suppose this is here I have kept, and if I want to throw anything from this, it is passing away now. It is passing
Yes, ma'am.
or not? It
Yes,
is
ma'am.
ये तो यहाँ टकरा जा रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
अदरवाइज अगर ये एम्प्टी स्पेस होता तो क्या होता, और आगे चला जाता. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
But when it will strike this side, it is going to move back. It is
Deflected
made up
back.
of same kind of charge, and it is going to move back. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If suppose this is positively charged ray, if suppose this is positively charged, if it is, this is what? This is positive, this is positive, this is positive, and if it passes through this side, and what is going to happen? It is going to deviate. It is going to deviate or not?
Yes, ma'am.
But if when it will strike at this point only, then it is going to repel, completely repel. At this point, it is going to completely what? Repel. Are you getting the thing, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Pallavi, Priya, mute. Okay. So if it is going to strike at this point where it is positive charge, then it is going to repel. If it is going to pass through this point, then it is going to what? Deviate. Thing is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, rays were not getting attracted.
What rays were not?
Getting attracted to electrons.
They were not getting attracted towards electron because electrons जो है, they are moving in the orbit. They are continuously moving in the orbit. They are not at one position. Na? That's why he told this point. Maybe when the rays have struck at that point, electrons were not present. Okay. So, conclusion क्या क्या निकला? What conclusion you have got? In the first one, what was the conclusion? That most of the space in an atom is what? Empty. Most of the space in an atom is what? Empty. That's why most of the rays pass straight through the gold foil. Some of the rays deflected through smaller angle. Then the positively charged rays must have what? Passed through some positively charged body. It has passed through some positively charged body, so deviated through smaller angle. Last one. Very few of them completely repel back. Means what? The positively charged body is present in a very small volume. And that also where it is present, in the center it is present. Because whatever was the observation was mostly seen where? In the center. ठीक है? ये जो रिपल्शन हुआ था, वो रिपल्शन कहीं किसी और साइड में नीचे या अपवर्ड या कॉर्नर में हुआ था? नहीं. कहाँ पर देखा गया था? Where it was seen?
Center.
In the center. So the positively charged center is a very small, present in a very small volume. It is not a big volume, because if it was present in a very big volume, then what would have happened? The observation would have been something else. अगर ये न्यूक्लियस छोटा होकर बड़ा होता, तब क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन ये होता? बोलो.
No, ma'am.
Then what
No,
would
ma'am.
then what would be the observation? Any one of you?
Most of the rays
Most of the
repel
ray
back.
was
Repel back.
Most of the rays would have repelled back. If the nucleus was
Yes.
big, then most of the rays repelled back. But the nucleus is
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
Nucleus is very small.
The nucleus is small.
Very small. And where it is concentrated? Where it is present?
At
Present
the
in
center
the
of the
center. Where it is
atom.
present? Present
At
in
the
the
center.
center
At
of
the
the
center.
atom. Okay. The nucleus. So who discovered nucleus? So what we can say that who discovered nucleus?
Rutherford.
Rutherford
Rutherford.
discovered nucleus. Okay. He
Rutherford.
discovered nucleus and then he gave the model of an atom, Rutherford model of an atom. Okay. He gave his model of an atom in which he said that the atom consists of two parts. Atom consists of two parts. One is nuclear part, another one is extra nuclear part. But this we will discuss tomorrow. वो आज नहीं हम लोग discuss करेंगे. Because time only hardly few seconds are left, so we'll not discuss it. And class, whatever assignment I will give you, you please send it to me through Snap homework. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, everyone. And all of you are
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
all of you are keeping your hard copy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any question? Do you want to ask any question? आप आज जो है आप Rutherford experiment, what is Rutherford experiment? What is Rutherford observation? What is Rutherford conclusion? Conclusion, that much you will write down in your notebook. I hope the thing is clear. Will you
Ma'am,
write
what
down?
is drop?
Drawback we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, drawback will be discussed tomorrow, not today. Because we have got very less time, that's why I'm telling you. Can I keep observation? Or you can write it yourself.
Ma'am, we can write it ourselves.